Hi guys, so today I'm doing my next video in my top 100 name countdown, and these are my favorite names number 40 to number 31. This is the fourth last video, so we're getting closer and closer, and that means that the names on these lists are names that I love more and more, which is exciting because I love talking about names that I love. So I'm gonna get started at number 40. And at number 40 for the girls, I have Elodie or Elodia, and I put both the French and the Spanish versions because I couldn't decide which one I liked more. And both these names mean marsh flower, which I don't think do the name justice. I think they are so beautiful that they should mean more than just marsh flower. But I love both of these names and I couldn't choose which one I loved more. At number 40 for boys, I have Salvador, and Salvador sounds so handsome, probably because it's a Spanish name, and it means savior, and I just picture someone very, very handsome when I hear this name. At number 39 is a name that was bouncing around in my top 10, top 20 for a while, and that is Ivy. And Ivy is of course a plant name. I think this name is very spunky, very unique, and if you want a plant name that is different, this is one that I would highly, highly recommend choosing. It's not used that often, it's not that popular, and I don't know if it's going to be that popular, and it has such a unique sound to it. I really, really love Ivy. At number 39 for boys is another name that I think has a great sound to it, and that is Boaz. Boaz is a Hebrew name that means swiftness. If you are looking for a biblical name that is different and like Ivy, spunky and cool, Boaz is a good name to choose, I think. At number 38 I have Lyra, and Lyra is so gorgeous. I think it's beautiful. I was looking at this list before I filmed it and I was thinking, why is this only at number 38? This name is going to be moving up, I think. It's a Greek name and it means lyre, like the instrument. At number 38 for boys, I have Dominic. Dominic is a long-time favorite name of mine. It's just such a wholesome, handsome name, and it's Latin and it means belonging to the Lord. At number 37, I have Ariadne, and Ariadne is a beautiful Greek name. I prefer this version to Ariana, which is another form of the name, and it means most holy. At number 37 for boys, I have Lawrence, and this makes me think of Theodore Lawrence from Little Women. It's a Latin name and it means from Laurentium. At number 36 for girls, I have Tabitha. Tabitha is beautiful and unique, I think. It's not too overused, and it's an Aramaic name and it means gazelle. At number 36 is a name I thought I had made up until I found it in a baby name book, and that is Callian. And I had taken the first three letters of my brother's name and the first three letters of my dad's name and put them together to create Callian, and then I found that it was a Native American name that means a warrior of life. So I thought that was pretty cool when I found it in a baby name book. At number 35 I have Esmeralda, and Esmeralda is of course famous for being a character in The Hunchback of Notre Dame, but it is also a Spanish name that means emerald, and I love it. At number 35 for boys, I have Kearney, and I think this is a little bit of a different take on Kieran, and it's an Irish name that means victory. I think it's cute, it's different, and I love it. At number 34, I have Belle/Bella. There was a long, long time when I was a teenager that Bella was my favorite name, and then I decided that it was just too popular. And Belle just doesn't have the spunk that Bella does. even though Belle is the Disney princess. I think both names are gorgeous, and if you use either of these names, good for you, but I just can't use a name that's quite that popular. Obviously both these names are beautiful and they mean beautiful, and I don't think that you can go wrong using either of these names. It's just, for me personally, they're a little bit too popular. At number 34 for boys, I have Thatcher, and I love this name, even though it just means a roof thatcher. I think it's cute. I really like it. It's been growing on me a lot. At number 33 for girls, I have Adamina, and this is one of those names that is so obviously a girl's name that comes from a boy's name, and normally I don't like those names like Josepha and stuff like that. But Adamina is really cute because it has the possible nickname of Mina, which I love. And Adamina is a Hebrew name. It's obviously a form of Adam, and it means child of the red earth. At number 33 for boys, I have Amadeo. I would have put Amadeus, but I love names that end in O for boys. And Mozart is probably my favorite classical musician, probably to play as well as to listen to. For those of you who don't know, I am trained classically as a pianist, and I love Mozart. I love playing Mozart, and so Amadeo, Amadeus, I love both those names. Amadeo is the Italian form of the name, and it means lover of God. At number 32, I have Josephine, so another kind of boy's name turned into a girl's name, but I love it, and it makes me think of Jo March from Little Women again. And Josephine is a French name, and it means Jehovah increases. At number 32, I have a name that's a little bit different. It's a modern invented name that was invented by, oh goodness, who wrote, oh, Suzanne Collins for the Hunger Games trilogy, and that is Finnick. Finnick, I think, is so cute. I love it. And I was reading in a magazine, and these parents had actually named their little boy Finnick. And you can use the name Finn, and I think it's, since the character from the Hunger Games is just such a great character, I think it's a name that we might be hearing more and more often on little baby boys. And at number 31, I have Lucy, and Lucy is just so classic and beautiful, and it means light. I mean, you can't get much better than Lucy, really. And at 31 for boys, I have Turner, and this is another name that has been growing on me so much. I love it. These profession names have been growing on me. It's an English name, and it means works with a lathe. So those are my favorite names, number 40 to number 31. Stay tuned for number 30 to number 21. And we're getting down to the final names. I'm getting pretty excited. And as always, let me know what you thought of these and what your favorites are, and I will talk to you soon. Bye guys.